Hi there and welcome to the first Views from the Holgate match report. This is going to be a video match report covering the game between Sunderland and Middlesbrough. The game ended 3-3 and I actually attended the game, so I'm going to show you bits of video with me going to the game and getting ready for the game.
There'll be plenty of staff on board if you have any questions and on your way down to the stadium. Please be careful.
The Middlesbrough fans were in good voices as the game started, however that slowly faded away in the 11th minute when Joe Lasoro opened the scoring for Sunderland. A long Sunderland throw into the box was not cleared by Middlesbrough, who Ryan Shutton and Daniel Ayala had chances to, and the ball fell to Lasoro just in front of Randolph and he managed to tuck the ball away past the Irish goalkeeper. In the first half did not end there, however, as Sunderland were the first team to go down to 10 men. Their player, Jake Clark-Salter, who's on loan from Chelsea, received a straight red card for a very high tackle on Adama Traore. The aforementioned Adama Traore was involved later on in the first half when he was giving his marching orders for shoving Brian Oviedo in the Sunderland box ahead of a Middlesbrough corner. Brian Oviedo has apparently, according to Tony Pulis in his post-match press conference, Brian Oviedo poked Traore in the eye, which provoked this reaction. However, if he is going to serve this 4-match ban, which he will be for receiving his second red card of the season, following the red card at Aston Villa at Villa Park earlier in the season. Middlesbrough caused little to no threat on Sunderland's goal in the first half, however, as the half ended 1-0 to Sunderland. The attacking runs of Bamford and Mohamed Besic were not seen by the rest of the Middlesbrough players and it was a very lethargic build-up. Ryan Shotton struggled to contribute to the attack without the long ball to Rudy Gusset being an option. I'm not sure what Tony Pulis put in the half-time tea for Middlesbrough, however when they came out in the second half they looked more energised and ready to attack Sunderland. Patrick Bamford capitalised on that by scoring in the 49th minute. A ball to the back post was headed down by George Friend when Bamford controlled the ball, did a nice neat turn and finished with his right foot into the bottom right hand corner past Lee Camp. Middlesbrough kept up an intensity for the second half and this was shown in the 53rd minute when Britt Assombalonga took the ball past Lee Camp and was taken down in the box. Grant Ledbetter stepped up for the penalty and scored against his former club. It was a very touching moment for him as the ashes of his father were scattered on the Stadium of Light's pitch. He went over, after celebrating his goal, he went over to the spot where it was. Middlesbrough were only ahead for 5 minutes, however, as Johnny Williams would get the equaliser for Sunderland. Johnny Williams, who had come on as a substitute in the second half, scored a goal at the near post, getting the ball past 3 Middlesbrough defenders and slotting in just past Darren Randolph's reach. Sunderland had looked the better side at that point. They'd created more chances since going 2-1 down and Middlesbrough seemed to sit back a little bit. It was a little bit of magic that created Middlesbrough's third goal, however, as Mo Besic found some space in the middle of midfield, managed to slot a ball through to Bamford, who was making the same runs he was in the first half, but Besic was aware of what he was doing there, managed to get the ball to him, and he rounded the keeper with the ball up in the air and put the ball into the back of the net, which made it Middlesbrough 3, Sunderland 2. It looked as though it would stay 3-2 at the end of the game then. Middlesbrough had the advantage and were looking to keep hold of it. However, Sunderland kept pressing, to be fair to them, and they won a corner in the 96th minute. The ball came into the box and Callum McManaman got some space and managed to put the ball past Randolph when he conceded for the 3rd time in the game. It was a kick to the teeth of many Middlesbrough fans who thought they had the game won, but credit to Sunderland for keep going until the end. To summarise the game as a whole, it was a bit of a disappointment, obviously, to not come away with the 3 points from the Stadium of Light. We would have much preferred to have those 3 points and be currently sitting in the playoff places. If you ask me how the season's going to go, I think it's still open-ended. I'm very positive thinking about what can happen, but if we play like we did in the majority of that game, I don't think we're going to be making the playoff spots. There was a lot of inconsistency in that game, especially defensively, which I didn't expect when we had Tony Pulis appointed as manager. Patrick Bamford was the shining light up front for us, I think. He's very much a positive that he's been able to take up the mantle left by Gusted from his injury. Sombalonga did not stand out in that game. He struggled to hold the ball up, although I think there was a lot more space in behind the Sunderland defence in the second half, which allowed Bamford to make his runs in behind and just be a lot more effective than Sombalonga was when he was on the pitch. My last word will be on Adama Traore. I don't want to lament the man too much. I think if he was provoked by somebody, then there's not much he could have done about that. However, he does need to learn to calm himself a bit more. Obviously, against Aston Villa, he received his first red card, which may be argued to be bad refereeing on that decision. But I think that if Traore is going to be a big part of the team, he needs to learn to keep his head. When the Sunderland fans got on his back, you could see that he was shaken up. He wanted to just run with the ball instead of passing it. So I feel like he needs to keep his head. I think Pulis, if anyone's going to teach him how to do that, it will be Tony Pulis. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the season will go now with this, kicking on from this result. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points against Leeds United next Friday.